Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another live. Now, this is for all the lovely subscribers or all the people who come on all of our platforms, who enjoy this valuable content. It's all about teaching, learning, and being of service to each other. This is an amazing time that we're living in. Technology advancements that we're going through, things are improving, things are getting better. But I feel this is the time where people are lost. People are slaves to the program. And I want to be able to be a contribution of good, a contribution of service to other people's lives. So if you've just joined here, I want to thank you. I want to be present, and you're watching this right now. I want you to do something, and I'm going to do it with you right here, right now. Let's take a deep breath because I think the breath and being in this present moment, so you're able to accept this information. So it goes straight into your subconscious mind for good. Okay, so wow. You have the giver of life in you, and it's amazing. So, guys, what I wanted to talk about today was the art of manifestation. And what I realized is, and I've come to realize this through reading, through taking more information, that every moment of every single day we are manifesting. Every moment of every day you are manifesting. Every thought that you have, it plays into a frequency out there. Everything that you desire, everything that you want actually exists in a different dimension. The problem is, and I feel this is a very thing that we have in our society, because of our senses, because of what we see around us, we define reality with our senses. We're so materialistic in the 3D world, but there's so many different dimensions at play every single moment of every second. And we talk a lot about the matrix, but this is so true. There's a program in you that you're born into this body, you have a name, you're given a name, you're given a religion, you're given your identity. And whether it's the programming or the people around you, this is who you are. But no, you are ultra dimensional. You are a powerful being. And I want everyone to tap into the gifts and to who you truly are. You are a God and you have that amazing power within you. You are connected to the higher dimension. And so, this is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how we can keep manifesting who we truly are. You can bring in the future you in the here and now, in this moment, walk and embody that person. And it's a process. It's a process of learning. It's a process of evolving. It's a process of growing your being. You know, we are in an avatar. This is an avatar, and in my body right now is information of generations from my family, and I adopt some of those memories. I adopt some of their fears. I adopt some of their talents. But you are so dimensional. You are so powerful. And this is so powerful because it applies in anything you do in life, whatever you want to do, whether it's starting a business, playing football. I play football. It's one of my vessels where I express myself, where I get into God mode, where I get into flow. And I feel this evolution of consciousness, this evolution of learning and growing. I'm just like, wow, this applies to everything. Now I can apply those same principles when I go and play sport, when I'm going and present. And I just know all I got to do is tap into the heart. So it's like, how can we get in practical ways to work on this? How can we have practical ways to work on the spirit and the gift that you have? Because once you do this, once you start to recognize the abundance in who you truly are, it's going to start to reflect in your outer world. And that's what we call manifestation. So for me, again, it is about reading. It's about waking up every single morning. I wake up 5:30 in the morning and I meditate. I ignore everything. I become no one, no thing, in no time. I become pure consciousness. I feel my breath go in and out. And my mind, what it does is it gets in and out of the present moment. It starts thinking about what I'm going to do later. It starts doing all these things because it's trying to focus on its environment. It's going into kind of a fight or flight mode, trying to predict and control everything. But I keep going. And when I do that, I'm getting into brain waves that are making me more suggestible. I'm becoming no one and no thing, no time. I experience consciousness. I experience that silence, is that deep relaxing, that deep knowing of all the information. And so when I'm doing this now, I'm starting to tap into different dimensions. I'm starting to feel aware of the senses around my body. And so now I'm elevating my heart and emotions. I'm feeling the frequency of my future. What does it feel like to have everything you've ever wanted? What does it feel like to be playing in front of thousands of people and your family there? What does it feel like to buy your mom a car, the car that she's always wanted? What does it feel like to make amazing deals and be of service to so many people? What does it feel like to see numbers in your bank account that go on and you just like, damn. And then in that feeling, I'm thinking about, man, I remember, like, I think like I'm in that moment. Remember a year ago, I was, my bank account was this, I was struggling, but now look, and I'm feeling that now. So what I'm doing is that frequency, that energy, I'm bringing it to the now, and I'm present, because in the present moment, there's no past, there's no future. In the present moment, you can be anywhere at any time. So in the present moment, when I'm doing this meditation, I then skip to my private jet with the family. Then I skip to a holiday with my girl and giving her everything that she wants and being the provider and smiling. Then I skip to being back on that field and scoring the goal, and I'm feeling the emotions. I'm feeling my senses. So it's like I'm actually having this inner experience is even more realer than our outer experience. And that's what I want to tap into for people. If you can start to tap into consciousness, start to tap into a higher dimension, start to tap into the spirit, your life will freaking change, because you'll no longer be a slave. You'll no longer lead with hatred or with judgment. Yes, you'll have moments where you react. Someone does something to you, you're just like, damn. Or you go through a moment in your environment and it may try to be a setback to where your goal is. And then hey, let me come back, and you feel the emotions of your heart. You feel of who you are. Wait a minute. If I'm where I'm at, my dreams, I would act like this. So it's doing it in a way, because what happens is in our 3D reality, time and space, for example, for me to walk to the kitchen to get a tea, I have to put my body through space through, and it takes maybe 2 minutes to get there. Or, so when we try and bring things and manifesting, we're using the Newton's laws, which is, I got to go, I got to work hard, I got to go do this and do this to get that. Right. But if you can be able to be in a place of space time where you've ignored your outer reality, you've ignored your senses and everything around you, but you tap into here, now I'm connected. Now I'm playing at that bigger stadium. I didn't have to go there and do this. No, I'm there now. I'm making these deals right here, right now. And of course, when you do that, you feel the emotions. When you go out in your life, of course, you have to take action. We're not saying just to sit there and dream this all, but now when you're taking action, you're not taking action from a place of desperation, or you're not taking action from a place of, this is separate to me. No, I already, like, you get to a point where it's like, I don't even need all that, man. I'm good. Like right now, and I have to keep recalibrating. I have to keep, when I go through and look at things and things happen in my outer environment, I have to keep recalibrating. No, 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 no. Come back to come back to who you truly are. Come back to the heart center. Come back to act from the place of, you are at this frequency. So now I walk out with such energy. I go out in my day and I smile at people. I do things. I act from a place of, I am not separate from my dreams. I am not separate for whatever I want. And that's what the 3D reality does to you. If you're not aware, if you're not conscious of the programs, I'll have a thought that will just come in there. Oh, Eve, you're not good enough. Or it'll say something, I don't know. But I'm aware of it. I stop it. And then what I realized is crazy the other day, I imagined something, well, a thought came into my mind of what I didn't want. And then I felt I was about to feel the emotions of that experience. And then I stopped myself. I said, no, that's not what I don't want to experience that. I'm not going to feel those emotions. And then I stop myself, and then I feel the emotions of what I do want. I feel the emotions of love. I feel the emotions of wealth. I feel the emotions of empowerment. I feel the emotions of creating the dream that I've always wanted to do. And then I always come back and connect to the heart. And I'm grateful, because I'm like, wow, Eve, because I have this amazing body, I have this amazing consciousness within me, I have God mind within me, I can do anything I want. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be breathing. So now your frequency is of gratitude. Now your frequency and your energy is of wealth. Your frequency is of unlimited. And the key thing is to stay in this frequency. Stay in this frequency. You know, before I used to do this. I used to, I've been meditating for a while, and I believe in the power of visualization. I visualize what I want. I put myself in the mind, I visualize it, and it's very powerful. I see what it does to my body. But you see what I was doing before? Do my visualization, wake up, I feel good, bada boom, bada bing. Then 2, 3 hours later, maybe I look at my bank account or something happens, and then damn, oh, then I get into survival mode. Oh, but how's it going to work out, man? But no, I just got to keep working hard. And then I'm fighting with my mind, and, I'm not present. I'm thinking about what I don't want to happen. And then I'm feeling the emotions of that. And I just got like, I felt I was suffering. I was really suffering because I felt separate to my dreams. I felt separate to who I truly am. I felt separate to my goals. And of course, I always had a positive mindset and listening to great podcasts, putting in the work, still doing the actions that I needed to do on a consistent basis. But I was still at times living in survival mode, triggering the fight or flight responses. Then I just got to a point where I said, no, I need to stop this. I'm going through this anxiety. Let me get back to reading. Let me get back to gaining information. And through that process, I started to see, oh, wow, my dad's been preaching and telling me, you're a God, you're a God, you're a God. And yeah, I get it, Dad, I get it. But like going back into the information and looking and reading the scriptures, reading even the Bible, I'm just like, wow, this has opened my eyes. It's been in me the whole time. I'm not separate from what I want. I have it within me. I'm truly unlimited. And because I was defining my reality with my environment, I was believing I was a limited being. We're about to drop a podcast episode. Well, it's going to come within a few weeks. And we talk about how the problem in society is us having a limited being, where because we feel limited by our identity, our bodies, who we are, our environment, we become limited beings, and that becomes the problem. So now you give someone with money, maybe I would have got the money, but I would have been limited. I would have still had money, but with survival emotions. Then I'm starting to think about the next issue. But what about if this money runs out? What about if these opportunities fail? Always in survival, never in abundance. So now imagine if you right now, you don't have exactly what you want in your life, or you're not where you want to be. Imagine if you started to read, if you started to learn, if you started to vibrate on the frequency of who you truly are, because it's about who you're becoming. You're now becoming that person. You're embodying the emotions, the actions, the energy of a wealthy person, of a healthy person. So now it's starting to be about who you're becoming. So now when the money does come, when you do get what you want, you're gonna be in a state of like, yeah, this money and shit is cool, but yo, look at what I have, look at who I am. Like, I just feel so great about myself. Now I can use this money in a greater way to, number one, keep pouring into myself, keep reading, keep learning, keep evolving. Now I can use this money to keep helping other people. Now let me give it away. Let me start this. Okay, we have a podcast. Okay, let's keep building. Hey, I want to give back to a lot of footballers. I want to give back to a lot of people. I want people to know this same power that they have within them, that they're not separate. Now you use your money and you use your resources to help other people. So now you realize money doesn't define you. They sometimes we give this immorality when people have money, and sometimes you do it from a place of, just because you don't have it, you try and feel some type of way. Because again, what you realize, and even if you have money, it doesn't make you. Yes, and people might look at me, well, you don't have money, you didn't have this and this and this. Okay, cool, whatever the case is. But again, I know this power that I have. So even when I look at other people who are doing extremely well, or my mind tries to compare myself to other people, I remember that God within. And so now when I act, and when the funds do come in, and we're living all these manifestations that I feel that are present right now, we're acting from a place of maturity, from a place of spirituality, from a place of consciousness. We are experiencing a shift in real time with people like you who are watching this video, a shifting consciousness in real time. You're watching this video and taking this information into your subconscious mind, and it's getting into your mind. Yes, I am unlimited. I am a God. I have the creator. I am tapped into the source. I'm tapped in with God because he's left this within me. He's left an automatic nervous system within me that digests food, that can be anywhere and anytime and anything, that can travel dimensions. You can travel dimensions. Sit down, meditate, see yourself wherever you want to, on a beach, relaxing. See yourself here doing this. Feel emotions. Emotions are the language of the body. Because when you feel the emotions, that becomes your experience. Can you imagine if you start experiencing things before they even happen? Can you imagine how powerful that is? That's changing your DNA. It's changing your body. You're experiencing things that you desire, things that you deserve, things that you're worthy of. You're experiencing it before it even arrives. And then another great, amazing thing about this is now I'm starting to, all these, when I do this meditation and I'm there and I'm in that stadium full of thousands of people, I'm looking at my bank account and I'm looking at my family and taking them on holiday and buying my mom a car. And then throughout my day, I may go in and close my eyes or feel those emotions vibrate that frequency. That's becoming a memory. Can you imagine? Because what most people do is they live by their past. Oh, I don't want to go do this because, in the past, your body tries to protect you. So you're living by the past. Can you imagine if you start living by the future? Can you imagine if you start using your memory of, man, when I scored that goal in front of those thousands of people, oh, I did that podcast and money's just coming in and we're having sponsorships worth millions of dollars. That's becoming a memory. And it hasn't even happened yet in the material world, but that is a memory. It already happened. So now you're vibrating on that frequency, you're vibrating on that energy. When you go out and you're working on your business, you're doing it from a place of joy, from a place of gratitude. Like, man, I'm impacting the world. And then you're going there and you're doing it. That is an amazing frequency to be on. So that is my message for you. Keep growing, keep learning, keep expanding your consciousness. Where you are right now doesn't define you. Where you are right now in your life, you're watching this and you're going through something right now. You're wondering how you're going to get to the other side of it. You are already on that other side, and I want you to think from the other side. Stop thinking in survival emotion. Stop feeling there's no anxiety, there's no depression. Yes, you may feel low, but you can get to a point when even when you do feel low or something does happen to you, it's like, okay, let me sit with this. Let me sit with whatever's just happened to me. Let me be present. Let me not project myself or think or interpret it in whatever way. Let me be careful of the unconscious programs that throw them at me. I'm not my thoughts. They're just thoughts that come through. When I'm present, I learn that. And when you meditate, you learn, you become present. Thoughts come and go. Thoughts come and go. Another thought might come in, but you reject it. You be present with whatever feeling you're feeling, then you start to experience love. You start to feel your heart, feel gratitude. You know what? Yes, that just happened, but I'm alive and I'm well. And my future is so bright, it's so amazing. Even though this setback is happening to me, I'm gonna feel love. I'm gonna feel gratitude. I'm gonna feel joy. I'm gonna feel inspiration. I'm gonna feel empowered because that's who I truly am. And I'm gonna tap into that frequency. And then you start to rise above whatever you're going through. You rise above it. That ain't shit to you. Dave East just dropped an album, and this shit is hard, bro. Shit is hard. And it's crazy, even with music, right? With Dave East's new album, a lot of the bars he says, maybe it's like, um, oh, it's a powerful album, very powerful album. But when he say, "Oh, we used to do this, and now I'm riding in the Porsche," I'm feeling that song like in that frequency. Like, yeah, imagine I used to, walk to the whatever. Now I'm riding in this Porsche. Like, I feel those emotions. I feel that frequency of is riding from coming from whatever he's had to go through to be here in this moment. I feel that frequency. There's a very powerful song. I want to do a couple of music video, but then another bar he says where he says, "When I don't know which way to go, I just go with God. When I don't know which way to go, I just go with God. I go with God. I'm tapped into the source. I go with God. When I don't know which way to go, I tap into God, the spirit he's given me, the ultimate source." And when I say he, there's no masculine, feminine with God. God is the ultimate being. I'm tapped into the source of my creator. I'm tapped in and I follow. I go with God. I ain't complacent with my blessings. I know I'm one of God. You know what I'm saying? Your blessings can be all the setbacks. The cover thumbnail for this video will be Young Dolph holding the money on his head. Like, hey man, shout out to Young Dolph, man. Inspiration, legacy. And that's what we're creating. His name will live on forever. We're eternal beings, and we need to stop defining ourselves with our senses. We need to stop feeling we're unlimited because everything else outside of you will tell you unlimited. You are powerful, and I want you to believe that with all your heart. New content coming soon on the way, even for footballers, for whoever you are. I have something for everyone. When it comes to YouTube, people always say, "Oh, get a niche, get a niche." And I understand that because you do cultivate that audience, but I really believe I can have something for everyone. Whether it's like even relationships, experiencing love with my partner, I want to experience that and share those things now with the world that you can find a beautiful partner, you can grow with someone. And I want to make that cool. I want to make that cool to be in a relationship and where you cultivate love and you cultivate love within yourself first. So, we're going to be putting relationship stuff, anything that inspires me, whether it's a podcast I'm listening to, I'm watching, and that's inspiring, that's giving great information and great game. I'm going to share that with you guys, all the footballers who are here. And that's one of my vessels and it's one of my arts. It's one of my loves, and I'll keep going because I know where I've been able to play and perform. And I'm so grateful for being the best footballer I can be. I'm so grateful to be playing at this level, the highest level. So I'm also going to be keep showing the journey, keep showing what I'm going through, the training. So football is going to be just tapped into that. Then there's something for everyone. Then you got the family podcast with talks with my dad, with aunties, for whoever else that comes on the show, and we cultivating consciousness. We're cultivating high level conversations because no more with the bullshit. We cultivating high level conversations. What we're talking about now, you listening to this, you're vibrating at a different consciousness now. It's not just entertainment. It's not just gossip. It ain't just bullshit. No, you vibrating at a higher consciousness of a frequency of information, of knowledge, of something that's going to empower you and take you to levels beyond your furthest imagination. And it all started with the information. It all started with what you're taking, the content, being very careful of what you're listening to. So you coming and listening to here, it's going to help you vibrate at a higher level. You're not going to feel gossip. You're not going to be just on some entertainment shit that you look and laugh at and it's funny, but then you forget about it. No, you're going to keep looking back at this video and be like, he's right, man. Like, I've been limited. I've been living off survival emotions. I was going through exactly what he's talking about. I was going through that anxiety. I was going through that. But you know what? He's right. Like, I feel that, man. Like, what I want, whether I'm starting a business, whatever it is, whatever I want actually already exists. So let me close my eyes and start my day off with my inner self. Fuck everything else. Young Dolph said, fuck everybody and everything. Fuck everyone and everything. Focus on what's on here. Focus on who you are. Take that breath in and out. Become aware of consciousness. Just become an awareness in this space and travel through paradigms, travel through dimensions, and see yourself doing great things for your family. See yourself buying your mom that car that she's always wanted. See yourself looking at your bank account and seeing that deal that you just closed. And you look and you say, wow, man, like I really can't do anything. Before I was struggling, now I'm here. So this is what these conversations are going to do for you. We operate at a high level. This is a shift in consciousness that we're going through. You are going to be an impact in this world. You are changing this world, man. You have made this world a better place just for your being. Our bodies are just vessels for this amazing consciousness to vibrate on. So you got to tap into it because you have all the answers you need. You have specific gifts. No one is like you. So you got to keep tapping into that gift, keep tapping into that gift that you got, keep coming back and watching these videos and learning and saying, yes, I am powerful. I can do anything I want. Actually, nothing that I want is separate from me. So when I look at other people on social media, yeah, that's cool. Hey, I love you and I'm happy for you, but I'm so abundant. I'm so good. I have this breath and I walk in gratitude. I walk in a feeling of amazement. Someone parks you off in traffic. Someone annoys you. Someone takes money from you. Someone does you dirty. You know what? Hey, you may react. Oh, damn, this nigga. You may react. That's cool. But you get back into what does it feel like to feel love? What does it feel like to be abundant? I have this abundance within me. I have all the money I need. Hey, that person did me wrong, but it's okay. And you just move through. Other than the old ways of what we're taught, it's like, damn, this, you're holding that. Now you're thinking about the past. Nah, we experiencing a shift in consciousness where you are great. You are beyond amazing. And no one can do anything to you. You see, because we're addicted to our survival emotions. We're addicted to that. We're addicted to your body. I'm addicted. My mind will try and go and put like not negative shit, but oh, this person did this, but I start judging other people, even just to judge other people. I stopped doing that because I judge myself. You see, so we're addicted to that. So you got to remove that. And yes, it's gonna come in there into your brain or whatever, but you got to remove it and say, no, I'm amazing. I'm abundant. I love that person. Let me not judge them because you know why? Because they have that same thing I have. They have that consciousness within them too. So even though they may did me wrong, or even though I don't know that person, I'm going to treat that person with love because they have the same thing I am. The Bible says, treat your neighbor like you treat yourself. Imagine if we all did that in this world, treated our neighbors like we treat ourselves. So vibrate off that consciousness, man. Vibrate off that love because, that's your neighbor. They may have done you wrong, but they're just maybe not aware. They're unconscious. The Bible says, Father, forgive them for they do not know their sins. Well, what does that mean? He's saying, forgive them. They don't know the consciousness that they have. They don't know the greatness that they have, because if they did, they'd be operating out of love. So you got to be the change you want to see in the world. You got to operate at that frequency. You want people to change? No, let me keep changing myself. Let me keep feeling what I want to feel. Let me feel that I'm limited. Let me feel worthy. Let me feel abundant. Let me feel joyful that I get to just have this and I get to express my voice and my freedom and my abundance to the world. And every day I wake up with gratitude and presence. Let me be present. My mind does it all the time. It tries to go to the future and project itself everywhere. And at times, maybe it's good to do that because I love going and feeling the emotions of who I am and of the power that I have. But then I always come back. Let me not try and predict things because consciousness, what you have within you, it always works best in the unknown, not knowing what's going to come, but just being here because it's hard to be in the unknown. It's vulnerable. You want to predict things, but that's survival mode. We ain't living on survival mode. We're living in growth because everything we want comes to us. So whatever you want, not only do you have it, but it's going to come to you in a way that you never expected it. And the signs all around you every single day, God is showing you, yourself is showing you, higher power, the source is showing you that there's abundance and amazing opportunities all around you. You just have to be conscious, wake up to the program, stop being a slave, and go about your day and your life with vigor, with um, joy, with gratitude, with inspiration to become the best version of yourself. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning into this video. More content coming soon. And if you haven't watched this live, you can actually watch this live here, and then you can watch this live because I'm gonna post it, log it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys and peace.